Hey guys, what's up? This is T-Bone Tech. In this video, I'm going to be covering a couple rumors and what I think is going to be in the new Apple iTV. Now, first of all, I do not think that they are going to actually make a an actual TV, because as we all have known and seen, it is $1,000 for a Apple Thunderbolt display, and that is a crazy amount of money for a 30-inch display. So I mean, if you're getting into the 55-inch TV, because that's like the mid-range market or whatever, that would be like $1,500 and up, and that would be a lot of money for people to spend for a 55-inch TV. So what I think they're going to do, and I think the smart move for them to do, is just release like a 4th generation Apple TV. Since there's already a 3rd generation Apple TV, you know, just like a box that you hook up to your TV already. Now, I don't know if they could actually put cameras on it for FaceTime and stuff like that. That would be kind of cool, but I don't really care about that. If you guys care about it, leave a comment down below, because you can already AirPlay, so if you guys actually wanted, you could like AirPlay for your iPad, and then have your TV over here, and you could be looking at the person over there. But, you know, I don't know. The camera quality on iDevices aren't really good, the front-facing camera. So, I mean, it would look really bad on a 55-inch TV anyways. So, what I think that they are going to do, and what I'm hoping they're going to do, is actually make a gaming console out of their Apple TV. Now, as we've seen, they've already done stuff with like Real Racing, when you go Real Racing 2 and you can go like this and then it copies it on your TV and stuff like that. So we know that they're thinking about this, using AirPlay and stuff, and more stuff to your TV but instead of that. So I think the price point of this Apple TV might be like $200 to $300, and here's why. Number one reason that it would be like more expensive, I don't want to give all these reasons, but is because it's gonna have to have a better processor. Right now it has an A5 processor, but I do not think it's a dual-core processor, because I read in the specs of it and it did not say dual-core like it does on an iPad or it does on the iPhone. It just said A5 processor instead of the A4, which all it does is allows it to play 1080p video, which is, you know, the norm now. So I think the new one is going to have a quad-core graphics A6 processor, or actually it's A5X processor, the processor that is in the iPad 3, but it might even be an A6 processor, because it might actually be quad-core graphics and quad-core processing, just for overall speed and just stability for the device, and, you know, for the game to play and all that stuff. And for things to be speedy, so you don't have like loading screens that'll take a long time. Now, Apple has the means for this market. They have the App Store. They have a whole bunch of money. You know, they have money to throw around. They definitely have enough money to make a new Apple TV and to just, I guess, even try this out. But they have to make their own gaming console, and it would have to be like a Bluetooth controller, because Wi-Fi, it would be bad for people with slower Wi-Fi networks, and that's easily possible for them. You know, iPads and stuff already have Bluetooth and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be that hard. And I think that they'll make a really nice controller. It'll look very pleasing. It'll look very amazing. They're probably going to have like their complete own controls on it. They probably have like an analog. I'm thinking it's gonna look more like a PlayStation 3 controller, but like pimped out and look amazing, and not the same style, but just not really like the Xbox. So they don't want to stay. They want to stay as far away from Microsoft as possible, I think. And there is gonna be a big market for this, because I think what they will allow you to do is to download games. I think possibly there could be like an actual touchscreen, like we've seen on the Magic Trackpads for Macs. They get touchscreen. I think they might have a little thing like that, so you can navigate straight from your controller and buy games, type in a password and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they're going to have like an actual keyboard on it. I know Apple's not a big fan of those small, teeny little keyboards for people that are texting. But I'm sure you could also use some games for your like iPod for steering controls and stuff like that, and actually have the other controller too. But yeah, leave a comment down below telling me what you guys think about my rumors. Think they're bad, think they're good. And like I said, I do not think that they're going to have an actual TV, because their pricing point is going to be insane. And what are they going to add to it? Just an Apple TV? Who would buy that? I mean, I'm an Apple fanboy, but I would not ever spend anything like $1,500 for a 55-inch TV. Now, that's just a random number, but it has to be at least more than that. It's probably, if they did, it would have to be a lot more than that. because Apple's price point is pretty insane to begin with, and like I said, with the Thunderbolt display. So I don't think that that's going to happen at all. Then you have the shipping costs and the manufacturer of the screen and all that stuff, and then it's going to be outdated in a year because there's going to be a new thing and all that bunch of crap. But I think it will have a very, very good user interface, and I think that even though they did already update it, I think it'll be really nicer and smoother. And like I said, quad-core processors, I think they'd really be able to make a better device than most people could ever make. You know, Roku gaming and stuff like that, how you can play Angry Birds. I think that you could do that on this Apple TV. But like I said, I think like with Real Racing 2, and I think that this is actually going to be a big thing, and Apple, developers love Apple, and I'm sure a whole bunch of developers would get on board this and make free games and put ads there possibly, or games that have like free trials and stuff like that, so you can actually like try the whole complete game for like a day or two. I think that would be really good, because I mean, that would be awesome, instead of just like the trials that Xbox has. But I'd like to actually like, be able to stream them. I don't know if that's even possible, but that would be awesome. So yeah, I've rambled on for 6 minutes, 10 seconds, just talking about this. So leave a comment down below, anything you guys want. Think there's going to be a camera on it. Think that they actually are going to do an actual TV, 55-inch TV, and it's going to look like an iMac or Thunderbolt display. Leave a comment down below. I obviously know they have the AirPlay and all that stuff, so if you guys want a game, you can game on your Mac already to it. But like I said, I think it would actually have quad-core processor built into the Apple TV, so there won't be any lag or anything like that from going to your Mac or iPad to the Apple TV, and it won't really have to do anything with your connection speed. And they're going to have something like the App Store that will have all your apps, music, movies, TV shows, etc. All that stuff right there. And obviously we know the App Store has the most apps, and the developers love Apple and all that stuff, and they're going to make a lot of money, in my opinion, if they do this. And like I said, price point I think is going to be about $200 to $300, somewhere in the middle there. $100 right now for the Apple TV is actually like really, really cheap, but it doesn't do that much. All it does is AirPlay, Netflix, and Hulu, and you know, that's really nothing. It can play your music and stuff, but your iPad can do that, and you know, stereos can do that, you know, with Bluetooth and all that stuff. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel for more new videos. This is on my brand new channel, T-Bones Tech, and yeah. This is actually my first new video that I'm uploading on this. I put a couple of my old videos just so you guys know that it was me on this channel. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, like I said, please do hit that like button, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. If it's too long, leave a comment down below saying you didn't watch the whole thing and didn't really care to watch me ramble. But I am going to put in the comments a couple bulletin or points, I think, like no actual display, console, the graphics and all that stuff, just so like if you guys don't have time for this whole video, even though you're not going to be watching this part at the end of the video because you've already been skipping it and you already read the description probably. So yeah, that's it for this video. 8 minutes, 13 seconds, that's a long time. Peace out.